All right, so my friends, welcome. Getting ready for the Pro Tour. Just playing through all the decks, trying to get some reps in, and we're going to play Esper Legends. One of the best decks, if not the best decks in the format. And the deck that applies probably the most pressure, Scarab, or Scarab, whatever, into
You're saying it wrong.
Thalia into Rafine on the play is almost not a free win, but like, you know, definitely really, really powerful. Shieldred. This is just sort of like the I'm going to get you deck. You know, I'm going to get you, I'll play my stuff, and my cards are really, really good on curve, and you better be able to keep up on curve. Gets a new card here in Rona Herald Invasion. I'm actually not a huge fan of this card, but it's in a lot of stock lists, so we're going to try it out. 2 mana for a 1/3 looter. Play a legendary spell, untap it, and loot again. And then 5 mana Phyrexian to transform into a 5/5. That whenever a source deals damage to it, you get a card from their hand, which is honestly like fine. It's not incredible, which is fine. Dedic, Adeline, Shieldred. Nothing really crazy here, but just a pretty stock deck list. We're playing some fun decks also today as well, but gotta get all the games in and see how it goes. So let's get right to the games and let's see how it goes.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Let's rock and roll. Rona's nuts. Okay, listen, I'm just saying how I feel. You know, maybe I'm wrong. What's up, Brennan? Chat coming out with me. Ooh. I mean, we could definitely draw a 2 or 3 drop, right? Like, or like literally just jam packed full of 2. So it's just all 2 and 3 drops. I'm gonna keep. Even if we miss on 2 and still have a 3 drop, and then have children on 4 with the might, I think we're fine. So. One deflector might, please. This card confuses me. Never know when to attack with it, when to leave it back. Ooh. They hit the lightning bolt sleeves. They're playing basic mountain. They're playing Valdur and Epicure. Alright, well. Fiend, sure. Alright, so nothing to protect, so we'll attack for 1. We actually have the Anjo here, which is kind of cool too. Why am I like shortcutted that I can't block, that they can't block either. Sorry. See if they block or not. They blocked. All right. Yeah, that's fair. This is like a mental second turn of a day, you know? I've been working a lot the last week or two, all right? What is this? Kessig Flame Breather? If you cast a non-creature spell, this deals 1 damage each opponent. Sure. I mean, I think we're good here, honestly. Interesting. Flame Breather number 2 is going to burn me out. Good thing I have a Shieldred, huh? Good thing. Go get him, buddy. They're main decking Lithomancers, whatever. That's just a sorcerer anyway. What do you got? You got here? You got blood? Play a fire on me? Sure, you got it. You got it. Alright, get the old Shelly going. Old Shelly. And yeah, sure. I should discard the Odawara. I think the Ganjo has more play. Alright, you're up. Boris Charm Scry. Yeah, I mean, they had to play 2 1/3s, you know, so draw a card here. And then the question will be, do they have a way to kill this, or no? If they do, the game continues. If they don't, the game is over. Play a fire number 1, sure. They get to empty the clip here. Looks like it. So, they Volt charging too? What's our opponent doing over here? It's just like a pure burn deck? So we're at 11. Oh!
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
You almost feel bad for him. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Poor mono red players, you know? Just trying to do their thing. Takanuma or a Ganjo. So they used 2 things to kill it last turn, so they know it. There's no way they have a clean answer. They probably just can't kill this one at all. Get rid of this. I'm gonna keep the Takanuma just in case though. Gain a life and say go. Oh, Shelly. Shelly. They're going to blood. They're going to take 2. Yeah, mono red. It's funny because like mono red, they get a lot of new tools. Flame Breather plays pretty well with Stoke the Flames too, actually. So there are like a decent amount of good burn spells in the format, but like, we're just playing 4 Shieldred, you know. So, all right, so we're gonna want a Surge of Salvation. I mean, I guess cut downs. Cut the Dawn Skies. Cut the Urtai. We want, I think Thalia's good here. I don't think Surge is even that good, right? I don't know. We got Go for the Throat, Cut Down. Rona. Let's have a Rona or 2. Let's have a Rona. I guess I want to. I mean, like, they seem very burn heavy, like not super creaturey, which is kind of interesting, honestly. Gix's Command might play. Kill small things, like plus one on lifelink. That's fine, I think. Surge might. Yeah, let's try this. You can play it without Fable in it. Yeah, I mean this is like one of the few like non-Fable decks that feels feels pretty good. I agree, Fable's pretty busto. Man, they're testing us today. They're like, how bad can we make Jim's hands or still keep? Turn 2 Danik is pretty good, obviously. We're going to volume this one. That one's not quite good enough. Sure. Keep this and ship. Got our black. Probably just Surge, I guess. Like, we want all 4 lands and Shield. We could ship a land. We're on the draw. We have black. I'll ship a land. 1 mountain, 1 Kumano. Kumano's good. Card's super sweet. Plaza of Heroes, sure. Do they have the 2-drop? They don't. Wow, turn 2 Reckless Impulse. Jeez. Impulse into Mountains. Not a very good start for our opponent here. We don't draw land, but I'll play this Caves, I guess. Say go. I'm gonna let this hit me. We can find a better target, I think. Here's the land. Here's the Kumano. Is that really it? I should have just killed this. I don't know. Because, yeah, that's kind of weird. They seem more burn heavy. Whatever. I'll kill this. Took 2 for maybe no reason. It's probably a bad idea against the burn deck. But, again, most red decks aren't really very burn heavy, which is kind of weird. We draw a Denik. Ooh, that's a good draw. Old Denik with the Surge Salvation up. Denik Shieldred. Yeah, kind of a nightmare for a red deck, honestly. Surgeon. Safety. Shields up.
The battle's done, and we kind of won.
Furnace Punisher. That card's good. It's a 4/4 too. It's actually pretty large and in charge. Here's our Shieldred. We are at 11, so they have like clean answer to Shieldred here. Could be a problem. Oh, Shelly. Look over the etchings. Barrage the Denik. And here comes Furnace Punisher. Both coming in. Ooh. This is an interesting one. So we could block here. They play a Lightning Strike and we 2 for 1. Take 4. And then take 2 more. And then play a new shoulder. Take another 1. And then can't block again. I think we're dead here. I think they got us. So we say if we just take it, we take 6, and then we gain 1, we gain 2 back, and just hopefully draw a spell that interacts. Obviously, the only spell we have is also under the Shieldred, so like trading off doesn't seem that bad. But so we go 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. 6, 5, 4, and then dead exactly. Yeah, I guess we just like have to draw a different card. I think. Sure. Yeah, I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Oh, yeah, we actually died strike anyway. We're dead. So I don't think there's a way out here, honestly. Yeah, sure. All right, that's fair. Punisher's good. So if I had blocked, we like lose the Shieldred, untap, take 2, play Shieldred, take 1, untap, attack Menace, kill us. I guess if we draw exactly a black land that comes in untapped, but like that's still their hand's pretty good, so that's fair. Now we're on the play. Just run it back. Punisher's good, yep. Yeah, if I have to draw a kill spell for the thing. I actually have my cut downs don't kill it. I only have a few go over the throats, so I don't know. Let's win the game on the play, you know. Punisher's good. I like Furnace Punisher. It's awkward because like there's a lot of good 3-drops, but I think Furnace Punisher is pretty sweet. What's up, folks? If you're sitting welcome to the stream, my name's Davis. Hit that follow button first time here. YouTube folks, like, comment, subscribe. Still hashtag Marvel Snapping. Sponsored. Download it for free. Games great. Love Snap. Brandon Yogi, do you play Snap? You all snapping on the play? Oh, that's like, you know, the start of a nut draw. Mightin. Dahlia seems good against them also because they seem very spell heavy, so. Haven't ever. Yogi, use the link and download Marvel Snap. Alright? Snap's the nut. Here's Thalia. Do I want to protect Thalia or do I want to attack for 1? Just play. You're going to keep playing, Yogi. This is great. I freaking hate this card. Attack, they play. I guess the Barrage. Hexproof. Still works. Just say go. Oh no. 1 land? Oh no. What are you doing, opponent? Just talking to him. Alright. I mean, Thalia, but they can't play anything anyway, but. Alright. You're up. How expensive is Snap? I've been free to play the entire time I played. I finally spent $10 on one of those battle passes like last week. I've been playing for over a year free to play. Oh no, sorry, not over a year. Since it was released. Feels like a year, honestly. But here's Kamano. Here's an attack. Maybe just a Ganjo here. Pretty happy to just take this thing off the board. It's definitely not pay to win. You can't really pay to win even if you want to. So discard a hand size. I definitely could attack a Newman there if I wanted to. Just like try and get lucky, hit a creature. We'll do that next turn. The old 1 land versus alright, sure. Very, very anticlimactic. But sure. We'll take it. Did I have fun? Not really. They didn't do anything. You know, like just, you know. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, I agree that there are times you feel like FOMO. You don't have the cards you want in Snap. There we go. We got someone. But I think it like Snap is a perfect like casual game. You kind of just play, you know, and don't really. I think you know, if you want to like play Snap like super competitively, like you do Magic or whatever. I think it's a little frustrating in that regard. But Mirrex, Plains, Crawling Chorus. All right. A little Thalia here, a little first strike blocky action. Got my Adeline too. This is a black-white Phyrexian deck. Interesting. The old bloaty processor. It's pretty good, actually. We have a Ganjo. Can't really attack here, able to sacrifice. This is pretty good. Processor and Crawling Course. It's not too shabby. Just gonna play Adeline as I go. No cut downs here. It's processor, sack of Phyrexia, and +1/+1 counter. So 4 potential counters here. Gonna kill my Adeline? That's pretty good too. Rite of Oblivion. All right. Adeline's dead. No blocks here. We got Dennick and a Ganjo next turn, which is not too bad. Or Adeline number 2. That's awkward. Rite of Oblivion's really good. Yeah, I love this card. Big fan. Big fan. Definitely, you know, decks that can play this card profitably, it's a huge draw because it just kills anything. Yeah, this card's excellent. This card's really, really good. We played a processor deck, or I'm sorry, a Phyrexian deck in 10 New Brews. We were not very focused on processor though, and it felt like one of the best cards. There's a lot of good drainy cards right now too. You know, cards that like, you know, sack a creature, they deal 2, whatever, sack, they take 1. So you can kind of set up a board processor where you just like sack your board and kill them pretty often, which is pretty cool. So I think this card's great. And then of course those token cards also play well with Rite of Oblivion too. So I think that there's something here with Phyrexians for sure. Yeah, we can Otawara this processor at some point. We got Dragon next turn. We get Dennick. Yeah, Vran, Elias Alcor. Just going to once again Rite of Oblivion. All right, sure. Gonna play a Dragon, I think, right? Or Raffine. We could Raffine and Dennick. I think I want to keep the Otawara, not the Ganjo. So play Dragon. Well, Dragon's terrible against Rite of Oblivion, so let's actually just play Raffine and Dennick. So just go Raffine off of the Ganjo. Here's Raffine. Here's an attack. Try and put the counters on, I think, the pumpkin. Spread it out a little bit here. We draw land Raffine. Alright, we'll discard. Just discard land Raffine, I think. And then we'll play Dennick and say go. I guess, like, maybe we just dump the dragon. Because obviously Rite of Oblivion just cleanly answers it. Let me just do this, actually. Just discard dragon land. That's alright. Alright, so in for a punch. We play our Dennick and say go. Discarding Dennick is obviously valuable. I want that card in play right now. We're at 11. I want some lifelink. Want to get a blocker up. Want to do the things I got to do. Schedule's on tap. There we go. Schedule. We got poker Saturday. A lot of fun. Pile driver poker's on Saturday. Man, they are really deep on this like sacrifice stuff. Annihilating Glare. 1 black, sack a creature, destroy a creature or planeswalker. Alright. And that's it. Here's Otawara. Alright, well. I think we're in pretty decent shape here. Player Fiend. We're going to attack with everything, but the counter's here, and then Otawara, the processor, most likely. We'll see what we draw, but I think we're good to go here. Dennick stops Rite of Oblivion in the graveyard. No, it does not. Shieldred, go for the throat. Discard Otawara, Dark Slick Shores. Honestly, start go for the throat. Keep Shieldred. Do this. Do this.
Get off my plate.
And yeah, just raw power coming through. Here's some stats. There you go.
Game. Blouses.
Yeah, opponent like did a lot of stuff that game, but it wasn't really like super relevant, honestly. Cut down. Let's see. Cut down. One. We definitely want. I think we want Loren. They're definitely playing the Hive, so Loren obviously can kill the Hive, which is pretty good. Like the idea of Gix's command. Definitely think the dragons are terrible here because they have the exiling and removal spells. We want Gix's command. We want some cut downs. Once again, I'm not thrilled with the idea of Rona. Loran also pretty interesting. Honestly, Shieldred, it seems, you know, they can cleanly answer it. It's not super exciting. Dennick, Thalia. What's up, Mike? 4 cut down, like, cut down's kind of weird. Can't kill processor, really. Yeah, I'll bring the Lorans. They seem so token focused. They definitely have 4 of the Hive in their deck. So. What's up, Rev? Standard has a lot of things going on. What's with these hands today? Sure. You know, there's definitely, you know, a cast of really important cards. You know, Naval the Mirror Breaker, Rafine, Cut Down, Shielder, because they're all really, really important cards in the format. And you definitely want to be playing some of them, for sure. There aren't really any, like, crazy synergy decks or anything. But overall, it seems like a pretty good format. Like, there's a lot of cool things happening. There's a lot of different decks. You know, very, very unclear as to what's good and not good. So, here's 3. And here's a Progenitor Exarch. This is going to make a 3/3 Incubator. Might as well scale this. Alright, so untap. We have Rafine at the Shoulder, which is pretty good. Alright, you need to stop drawing lands. Rafine will hopefully help with that. Rakdos 8 Walker deck? What's that? What's up, Braycheck? Wasn't worth crafting rares? What do you mean, ready? They're gonna Elishnorn. Alright, sweet. So we're just gonna fire off the caves. Oh, I put the wrong land. Shit. Oh, whatever. Attack with this. And draw. And discard. Kind of sucks. I would like to get a cut down range if possible. But obviously it's my only spell because I literally have all lands in my hand. I don't think Adeline's very good in this board anyway, though, honestly. Adeline's always pretty good, right? Whatever, let's discard a land. Alright, so gain some life, lose some life when it hits them. We get Odoar, Adeline. Frickin' Elishnorn, folks. Don't touch my cards. Sack the processor and kill Shieldred, sure. Sack for 3, okay. Here's a Mirrex, and here's a Norn's Inquisitor. Man, nice draft deck, right? Alright, here's Adeline. Let's actually put Plaza of Heroes, too. Plaza of Heroes. Adeline. Attack. Stack triggers, right? That. There we draw 2. Jeez, we stink. We got any non-lands in this deck or what? It's Block Bolt. I'm just gonna Odoar this Elishnorn. So discard these 2. Bounce this. Keep the 1/1 alive. Try and keep that snowball going. Damn. A lot of lands. You're up. You are up.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Ray Oblivion, Elishnorn. Huh. Denick. Denick, my boy. So we can Denick attack, and that'll pump up the Adeline to a 5 power, so we can trade with this thing. I like that. I'm like John Avon, folks. Alright, so attack you. We're going to connive onto... It's only 3 on this. It's probably onto the Adeline, actually. Alright, so it wouldn't trade with both. So that's early I put our eggs in one basket, though. Adeline or Rafine? Adeline trades with Elishnorn. Once I pump it. Let's pump the Adeline. Make a thing. Draw 4. Discard Denick. Loran. Plains. And then I guess Takenuma. We could discard... Actually, let's discard Elishnorn and we'll Takenuma back the Elishnorn. So we have more counters than this. That's fun. So discard all those. And... Oh, I'm sorry. It's choose, right? Then return a creature it doesn't target. So, attack for 1,000,000. Awesome rate check. Yeah. Marvel's Snap's super fun. It's cheap. Really? Just blocking the token? No problem, Ready? You're great. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're hanging out, having fun, having a good time. And here are your triggers. I guess I could just like, actually I should pay for these. And then next turn I can Takenuma and just get Shoulder back. Because I have 3 legends in play anyway. I'm gonna pay for these. Pay for taxes. Pay for taxes. Pay for taxes. Take 2. So you go. Alright, friend. What's the plan? You can kill Adeline, but I still have this Rafine. Still got these creatures in play. Got the old Shielder ready to go. Flashback Rite of Oblivion on Adeline, sure. Attack with Elishnorn. No blocks. And then they play. Alright, so this is great. So we just talk him back to Shielder here and fire up a big trigger. Alright, we go. But it costs 2? Oh, because I'm bad at math. 2, 1. That sucks. Okay. We're at 5. 5. 3 attackers. Want to pump this. Let's just jam. See what we draw, I guess. Gonna go here. Thalia, Rafine. Alright, so discard Might. Yeah, if we drew a land there, we could have talked to Newman for the Shielder too. It kind of sucks actually. We're so good at drawing lands usually too. Discard. The Might itself is not the most exciting. I want to attack Enuma. I also want up Denick though too. Let's do that. Let's do Might Denick. Alright, so we get our 5/6 lifelinker, which is exactly what we wanted. They block. Jump block here, block this. We gain 5 and deal 1. Flashback Denick, play Might. Say go. So we take 3 triggers again? Jeez. Maybe just take all of it. Just play our stuff. They're at 4. We have lethal multiple ways. We have Shoulder next turn if we want it. Cool. All right. I mean, just rolling along. Esper Legends does seem like the kind of like the baseline. Like you got to beat this deck, you can't beat the format. That's a hand. Yeah, I don't know, Mike. I know Nicole played to the 30 wins also, and it hasn't showed up on the thing yet. I don't know what the deal is with that, honestly. I'm gonna have to ask the guy. Yes, Takenuma is choose, not target. You mill the cards, then choose, because you can pick a card that you milled. Therefore, you couldn't target it. So, I mean, I guess we're gonna keep, right? Like this is it's kind of a nuts, a little painful, kind of awkward, but. Turn 1 Might, turn 2 Thalia. I'll figure out the rest later. Get this up Zodiac. Thanks, Clyde Frog. Appreciate that. Nothing Monred's playable? Not really. It got a lot of improvements, but we need a blue source now. But oh, thanks, Karn.
I am Karn.
All right. There you go. That's it. That's what we're looking for.
Bingo!
All right.
All right. Just play this and play Thalia. Thanks, Clyde Frog. Appreciate it. They're Jundin. Can't play Fable. Karn's very upset. Oh man, we're just doing it now. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect hand. How does PT prep for standard differ from bigger formats like Modern or Pioneer? Definitely easier to try more things. When you do a bigger format, you just know you're missing stuff. Alright, let's discard the extra Thalia. Karn is freaking out. Freaking out. What is going on out there? My family's probably getting murdered right now. That's the only possible solution. Karn's like, Jim, family, it's getting murdered. Family's getting murdered. Jim. Israeli poker? Never heard of that before. Yogi, what's Israeli poker? Alright, so they're just junning something. We have no idea what they're doing. I mean, they're playing Fable for sure, right? I'm just going to bring in... What's that stand bad? Would Elish Norn be good in this deck? Why would it be good? Like, what does Elish Norn do for us? Why is it better than Shoulder, etc., etc.? Murderers, Squirrel, same thing. Whatever. Something's going on out there. It's obviously very important to Karn. That does not mean it's important in general, but it means it's important to Karn. Correct, Twisted. Yes, correct. Murder Squirrels is terrifying, yeah. Oh, the oil guy's coming. That's what's going on. Yeah, this is fine. Not nearly as exciting as the last hand, but... What's up, Spaceman? I think that standard's pretty good right now, honestly. Squirrel Girl's out there waiting. Yeah. Alright. So we have Thalia into Rona. Blood Tithe, alright, sure. Okay. Yeah, I do agree that Snap is very similar to poker. God, where were you last turn? Where are they? Sounds good, Yogi. So we play Harvest, play Guard, play Thalia here, but we can just kill it. That's fine, just let him kill it. And we'll play Rona plus Might. Yeah. I agree that the downside of Standard is that aggro is like almost unplayable. There's just so many. It really is the fact that there's just like so many cards that you just can't beat if they stay in play. Shieldred, Backside of Fable, Atraxa. Miss a land drop. What is with these games today? They didn't kill my Thalia, which is interesting. Just attack for 2. Play Might and play Rona. A lot of good stuff decks, I agree. I think a little too much on the individual power level of cards. I do think Atraxa is like an abomination. I think Atraxa is like should never be printed into a standard format. Could be a cool commander card, cool for older formats, but I think in standard Atraxa is like it's not even too good. It just like completely invalidates any game it resolves in. Gonna kill a Might, sure. Gonna play Rusty. What are you doing, opponent? Oh, Atraxa stuff probably. Here's Digraph Rebirth, sure. We draw Shieldred, which is pretty good. Alright. Let me just play Shieldred, I guess. And then I guess we can, like... Sure, we'll loot first. Sure. I'll just say go. Old Rusty's holding the fort. Mill land, sure. Bring back the old legend rule. I play my shoulder to kill your Shieldred. I don't know. I don't think the old legend rule is that good, honestly. Or you know, the old legend rule. Where like, so for those who don't know, so right now the current legend rule is obviously what it is. But prior, the old legend rule was there can't be more than one of a copy of a card in play on any side. So if I have a Shoulder of the Apocalypse in play, and they play a Shoulder of the Apocalypse, they both die. So legend rules across the entire table. There can't be more than one Shoulder on the table, and because they see each other and have a connection, they both die. The original legend rule was that if there's a legend in play, nobody else can play that legend. So if I play a Shieldred, you just can't even play the ones in your hand. So that rule was terrible. I misclicked. God damn it. I meant to loot, obviously, but alright, well, let's just get our jam on. Just fire up Takanuma, play Dragon, attack. I guess we'll loot first. That's pretty good too. Let's try to go for. We're still got a dragon here though, because we can't play Raffine and something else. So yeah, yeah. Like you play your Tolarian Academy, they can't play their Tolarian Academy anymore. Top Dragon. Dragon says as a new player, it's so stressful to play against 5 white aggro decks and 5 burn mono red. You mean like playing the same deck over and over again, or you mean playing like against like metagame decks? Untap that. Play Dragon. Say go. I think we're in pretty good shape. You know, they bit of cruelty. I guess they could just like Atraxa here. And you can't really do anything about it. So they discard Atraxa here and play a cruelty Gix, and we're just like the game's invalidated. Discard nothing. Who discards nothing? How do you discard nothing in this scoop? What are these games? All right, Esper's the best deck. It's decided. Wins every game. Opponents can't keep up. Yeah, I mean, Esper's obviously very, very good. That was a really great like session, I guess, of the to show off what was happening. But went 3-0. Opponents didn't really do much. I think this is definitely like the baseline of the format. Like, if you want to build a deck in Standard and you want to be serious about doing well in the format, the first thing you should do is load up this deck and play, 5 matches against it and see how it feels. Because this is like the gotta get it done. This is I'm gonna kill you. I have all the good threats. If you can't beat me, you probably can't beat anyone. You're not gonna be good enough in the format if you can't beat this deck. I will say I'm not huge on Rona. It's just like not a very threatening card on turn 2, but didn't get too much with it there, obviously. But yeah, everything else is great. Deck's really good. So nothing really revolutionary here. We're playing some more fun decks today. We gotta get the baseline ones out of the way too. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe.